kitchen. Remember, a full belly is a happy belly. So today we're going to be making lasagna, and this is the way that I've been doing it for years and my family loves it. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay guys, so we're going to be needing 3 pounds of ground beef, 16 ounces of frozen spinach. You're going to need a whole block of mozzarella cheese, and you're gonna need 16 ounces, no wait, that's actually 32 ounces of the sour cream. Just any regular sour cream that you can find. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start by cooking our ground beef. Let me grab a spoon. So make sure that you start breaking your meat. Make sure that you cook it really well. This meat cooks really fast. So once it's really browned, maybe in 10 minutes, we'll come to see and check it to see if it's already ready. Okay, so meanwhile my meat is cooking, I'm going to show you how I prepare my sour cream because my family likes the spinach. So this is 16 ounces. Like I was telling you, it's the frozen spinach. I like to put it in the microwave and then just squeeze all the water out. So in here I have 32 ounces of sour cream, just regular sour cream. Pour everything in. And then my secret is the chicken bouillon. I like to use it. It just gives the flavor to everything I cook. And so I just throw it in. And you mix. You mix really, really well. Don't forget your meat. Make sure you check on it, and you start flipping it, and make sure that it's cooked really well. Once you start seeing a bunch of water coming out, just drain it, because that's just bad oil. You want to make sure you get rid of that. Once you're done mixing your sourdough with the spinach, you want to put it to the side. And now you want to cut up your onion and your garlic to add to the meat. And it really doesn't matter how you cut it as long as you cut it small. That's what, I mean, it's just going to cook in the meat, so it really doesn't matter. Just like that. And then you go into your garlic. And this is probably the easiest way you can peel your garlic. Smash it and it peels really fast. Just like this. And then now you cut. Again, this really doesn't matter how you chop it up. If you like big pieces, go ahead. If you don't, then do it really fine. This is just going to be thrown in the meat just to give it some flavor. And then it's going to be thrown in the oven. So it really doesn't matter how you chop it as long as you get some flavor in that meat. Okay, so you add your veggies into your meat once it's cooked. Make sure you mix everything really well. As you can see, the meat is already cooked. You just want to infuse the onion and the garlic flavor into the meat before you add your tomato sauce. Just like that. Okay, I like to use the Victoria sauce, which is a marinara sauce that I get from Costco. And now it's time to add it to the meat. You pour half of it, or just a little bit more than half, into the meat, and you leave the rest to add to your pasta. And right now I'm having my water boiling, so in a bit I'm going to be adding my pasta. But I want to make sure that the tomato sauce or the marinara sauce gets infused. You want to make sure that you let it cook for at least a good 10 to 15 minutes, because that's what gives it the flavor, when you let it cook for a little bit. So I think I'm going to add more on this. All of it. Okay, so this is the lasagna pasta. You want to make sure you boil it And just cook it to what your box tells you to cook it for. Usually it's 8 to 10 minutes al dente. And remember, you're gonna put it in the oven, so it's okay if you don't cook it for that long. Add some salt to your pasta. Make sure that you add some chicken bouillon to your meat so you can give it some flavor. So I'm gonna start oiling my pan and I'm gonna start setting it up so I can start putting my layering. But for now, let me get a little bit of cheese so I can have with my wine. Thank you guys for joining me in this journey. So get some olive oil, just a little bit, drizzle it. Get one of your barbecue brushes and just brush it all over your pan. You really don't need this step, but I like to do it because I want to make sure that my pasta doesn't stick. And then the other trick that I've learned over the years is that if you pour some tomato sauce on your pan before you start layering your pasta, it won't stick. So again, you just start brushing it all over your pan. Make sure you get the sides too. And it's just simple as that. I'm just waiting for my pasta to be ready, and I could be doing this while it's cooking. And again, a little bit more wine. So my meat is ready and my pasta is ready. So I'm going to start pulling it out, laying it out, and I need my strainer. Ay, cabrón, ¿dónde está mi strainer? So my pasta is ready and I'm going to strain the water now. Make sure you strain all the water. So now I'm going to start doing my very first layer. My pasta has been cooking for a good 8 minutes, and this is really simple. It's just a little consuming, but really fun and simple. I'm layering all my pasta and try to make it fit. This pan is really old, but it has worked wonders for me. I like to do it this way, just to make sure that I'm grabbing every little space of my pan. So I'm going to be adding more of the tomato sauce onto my pasta, and this is how you start layering. I just sprinkle it. I try to make it very easy for me because everybody's rushing after work. So I just start brushing it all over. Try to save myself some time. Doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. As long as you get it all covered, it's perfect for me. We need a little bit more on this side. Just like this. So my very first layer is going to be the meat. So now we're going to start doing our layer of meat. Remember, I already put my pasta and my tomato. So now you just start layering your meat. If you like a lot of meat on your lasagna, then pile it up. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to distribute the meat really well in this pan, just like this. My family loves a lot of meat, so I've got to make sure I pack it up. Alright, so I already have my very first layer of the meat laid out, and now I'm going to start with my second layer, and I'm just going to start laying my pasta again, just like this. And on the second layer, I'm going to do the sour cream with my spinach and some cheese. Lots of cheese. So now I start adding more of my tomato sauce or marinara sauce. I love the marinara, so start spreading again before you start doing your other layer, just like so. You see how fast this is? Guys, lasagna has to be really fast, because it's going to take another 40 minutes in the oven, so try to get it out as fast as you can. That's what I do. Now I'm going to be adding my second layer, which is the sour cream and the spinach that I have. This one, again, I love to just put a lot of sour cream. Just gives that thickness and fullness and a lot of flavor. Make sure that you try to spread it out evenly too. You kind of have to eyeball it like I do. And then if you feel like you left some bald spots somewhere, just try to even it out. But once you start laying it out, it's when you find out where you need some more. So just like this. So now that you're done with the sour cream layer, you want to add some cheese. And your very last topping too is going to be another layer of pasta with more cheese. So now for the very last layer, we're going to use our very last pasta. And this is just going to be the tomato sauce and lots of cheese. Remember, the more cheese you put on it, the better. Just like that. Very last of your tomato sauce, make sure you spread it really nice. This one really doesn't matter if it has a lot or not because it's going to be the top, your very last layer. But just make sure that you just have it for the color and just spread it out like this. And it's almost ready for the oven. Now you want to make sure that you spread out all the remaining of your cheese on top of your pasta. Just like this. Make sure you cover your pan with foil paper because you don't want to burn your cheese or the top layer of your pasta. So it's ready for the oven. You want to make sure you put it at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. So now it's all covered. You're going to put it in the oven for, again, 350 degrees for 45 minutes. There you go. So 15 minutes before it's done, you want to make sure you take your aluminum off and just let it bake so you can get that little crisp on your cheese. All right, so it's been cooking for 45 minutes and it's ready. Look how beautiful this is. So you want to make sure you want to let it rest for at least 5 minutes so when you're cutting it, it comes out really nice and smooth. So while we let this rest, we're going to prepare a nice salad. Alright guys, so I already pre-washed my lettuce and I'm just going to do a simple salad just to go with my lasagna. And I'm going to cut some cucumbers because we love cucumbers. And just add all the veggies that you want. I'm going to be adding some cherry tomatoes, some carrots, and red onion. Add your cucumbers, your cherry tomatoes, your baby carrots. And for my salad, I like to use the purple, red onion, however you want to call it. And your salad is done. Guys, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to cut this up. Look how pretty this looks. So it's been resting for a good 8 to 10 minutes. And now let's cut this up. You can find a spatula like this. It really helps you a lot because it can scoop up a big, nice, hefty portion. Let me see if I can pull it out. Look how beautiful this is. Look guys, beautiful. Again, cooking can be really simple if you just put your heart and soul into this. Alright guys, so don't forget to add the salad of your choice and don't forget to give me that like and subscribe. Again, the kitchen is the heart of your home, and if you really cook with your heart and soul, that's all you need. Enjoy.